Patience means instinct, and every sound can change the outcome. Hunting is never just about pulling the trigger. It's about understanding nature, reading the land, and respecting the power of the animal you're facing. For hunters who chase perfection and precision, the right weapon becomes more than a tool. It becomes a trusted companion. A reliable rifled shotgun that performs in all environmental conditions can be the most loyal friend a hunter ever has, especially when the moment of truth arrives in seconds. And if you're passionate about real hunting action, skill, and experience, make sure you stay connected and subscribe to the channel. Because what you're about to see is hunting at its rawest. A good hunter is never lucky by accident. Success starts long before the hunt begins. With deep knowledge of the area, wild boars follow specific passage routes, feeding grounds, and water sources. While pigs don't always reveal their patterns easily, they rely heavily on water, especially in hot conditions. These watering points become prime locations for observation, traps, and carefully planned ambushes. A smart hunter spends time watching, evaluating, and learning the terrain instead of rushing into action. Every footprint, broken branch, and muddy trail tells a story if you know how to read it. Choosing the right equipment is just as critical as knowing the land. A powerful, accurate weapon can mean the difference between a clean harvest and a failed hunt. High-powered options like a 12-gauge setup or a 12+1 configuration are often favored for wild boar hunting because of their stopping power and reliability. But power alone isn't enough. Wild boars have an incredibly sharp sense of smell, and if they catch even a trace of human scent, the hunt can be over instantly. That's why experienced hunters always mask their scent, carefully calculate wind direction, and position themselves so their presence remains undetected. Wild boars are especially drawn to swamps and muddy areas. Compared to dense forests, swamps often provide clearer sight lines and predictable movement paths, making it easier to anticipate a boar's approach. If you're unfamiliar with the land, local knowledge can be invaluable. Locals often know where boars feed, drink, and cross regularly. In one intense moment, a well-prepared hunter makes a precise shot, targeting the abdomen without striking bone. This kind of shot can quickly incapacitate the animal while preserving meat quality. When a major artery is ruptured, Oxygen-rich blood can no longer circulate properly, causing a rapid drop in blood pressure. The boar may collapse within seconds, reacting loudly before shock takes over. In open areas and near main crossing routes, silence is everything. Wild boars often use main paths only to move quickly through dangerous zones and escape pressure from hunters. Shouting or making sudden movements can scatter the entire herd in an instant. A disciplined hunter remains calm, steady, and controlled. When the moment comes, the shot must be deliberate and precise. Experienced hunters often aim near the heart or the back of the neck, where damage to vital arteries leads to a fast and humane outcome. This approach minimizes suffering and helps maintain the quality of the meat, which is an important ethical consideration in responsible hunting. Patience defines a true hunter. Standing still, waiting, and allowing the prey to come into range requires mental strength as much as physical skill. Movement must be slow and intentional, blending naturally into the environment. Weapon choice again plays a key role, and in some situations, a lightweight, accurate rifle proves ideal. But no hunt is complete without teamwork, and trained hunting dogs are often the hunter's greatest advantage. These dogs can track, locate, and pressure boars in ways humans cannot, guiding the hunter directly to the animal's position and increasing the chances of successful encounter. Camouflage is not optional. It's essential. Wild boars are cautious, intelligent, and constantly alert. Clothing that blends into surroundings, combined with minimal movement, helps keep the hunter invisible. Watching a well-executed hunt is like watching nature and experience work together. hunter hidden in plain sight, a dog tracking with focus, equipment ready, and timing perfectly aligned. These are the moments that define skill and preparation, and they offer valuable lessons for anyone looking to improve as a hunter. Sometimes a hunt ends quickly, especially when experience and opportunity come together. In open fields, where visibility is clear and distance is short, a seasoned hunter can take a clean shot without hesitation. Lightweight weapons designed for precision make these moments even more effective. Wild boar hunting has become an important part of wildlife management in many regions, as growing populations cause serious damage to crops, farmland, and ecosystems. Farmers and hunters work together year after year to control numbers and protect the balance of nature. Supporting responsible hunters means supporting conservation, tradition, and respect for the land. Every successful hunt represents hours of preparation, patience, and understanding of wildlife behavior. If you enjoy authentic hunting adventures, real skills, and intense moments in the wild, make sure you subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and stay with us for the next adventure. This is not just about the hunt. It's about the experience, the discipline, and the connection to nature that only true hunters understand.